Knowledge empowers a pivot to make, a U-turn guides when life seems at stake. Ready to change this life with grace and change your world and embrace the race. And this is how life goes on. Our life is like an ECG machine. It has its own up and down. Means a person is considered alive. When it goes to a straight line, means no more. Yes, we can resonate with the same spark of this life. Everybody has own struggle and challenges. So how she could be untouched with this? She had her own desire but couldn't be fulfilled. So you can resonate, and many of us has the same. So again, nothing new here. She had her own vision but washed off when she got married at the age of 20, probably of your age. So again, nothing new here. Her life was going very smooth, very lovely, and very amazingly with her lovable husband, and she had all her fun filled and happy moments life. Her life was as easy as a cakewalk. There may be a dream of so many girls sitting out here. Yes, she had this life. And it could remind you of that the movie of Suraj Barjatya, Hum Saath Saath Hain. Do you think something new here? Her life was like an ECG machine, a straight line with no more responsibilities. So called no more identification and her own recognition. But all of a sudden, one thrust has brought her here in front of you, standing firmly with multiple shades of life. Hi, I'm Dr. Sangeetha Kumar. And with multiple shades of life called U for unexpected turn, and it has a number of shades, different tinges and different color. I wanted to become a medical doctor, but life has some different plan for me. As I dropped my study when I got married at the age of 20, so I stopped my study as well. I didn't want to study more because I was so happy with my well settled life. That's fine. Then, one day, when my tiny tot, my that girl, my baby, started going to school, and I just standing in the balcony just to say goodbye to her, and my eyes went on a very beautiful lady draped in very vibrant color of silk sari and leaving for school. When I saw her, a thought came into my mind. She is a lady taking care of her family. She is going to school, taking care of her work life. She is having kids, how she is taking her responsibilities, and the most important, she was having her own financial independence. That was a trigger. And then I decided to go for my B.Ed degree so that I also could be a simple teacher. Good idea. And I went for. I completed my B.Ed and I tried for school as a school teacher. I went for one interview, got rejection. The second, then third, and then fourth, and the fifth. It went 5 schools, but yes, life was not so bad. And finally, I got a call from the sixth school. I was recruited as a primary school teacher, and I was very happy. Life was going on. Then I could understand the power of education, that what I wanted to become like that lady, I had this. And then I decided to go for my master's. I was not having any goal, so simply I ran to that path to to go with that master degree. So I did one master degree, two, and three master's degree. Wow, third master degree. How could I forget it? When my final exam, everybody has this can be resonate with all of you, that in your final exam, how you sit with your preparation. And I was having the same, taking book in my hand and preparing for the exam. And I got news that my brother met with an accident. Okay, he was admitted in ICU. That's fine. And he was in coma for 42 days. Since I was the only sister and I was literally very close to him, more than my parents. Can you believe that I'm sitting outside of this ICU, sitting on staircase, taking that book in my hand and preparing for my exam? And finally, I prayed for his death because I could see his struggle for his life and I couldn't bear it. And finally, my prayer was heard. I lost him and my world was like shattered. I was in deep depression and I decided to drop taking this exam of my final year. And I went to my professor and said the entire story, that I'm not able to appear for this final exam. He said simply in one sentence, Sangeetha, if you're taking a drop, means you are going for a waste of 1 year. So why shouldn't you go for this trial for your final exam? Whatever comes is okay. At least you are putting some efforts. I listened to him and I appeared and result came. My destiny was not so poor. I did not get first division as I had in throughout in my academic, but I got second division. That marks which was enough to fulfill the eligibility criteria of taking admission in PhD and to clear the entrance exam. I went for PhD only with this subject because this could remind me of those hard days. I didn't opt for the other two masters. I went and I did my PhD, all my researches, completed my 4.5 years, and then I became doctorate. I had this doctorate degree, and my friends started calling me Dr. Sangeetha. Wow. Then I thought that yes, now I'm fulfilling criteria of being a professor in a college, and I switched from a school teacher to a college professor. I was interviewed and I was inducted as an assistant professor. I was very close to my students, and when I interacted with them, they were studying but not having the clear goal for what they are aspired for. They are studying hard, but still they were not that much having spark which can fetch more of their so-called opportunities. And then I can resonate that what I have come across without having any aim or any aspiration. I did 3 master's degree and my PhD, and I was not knowing that what I meant for. Then I decided to write a book on goal setting and time management so that it could help their some of lives. I was very happy and I went to my mentor and I said, "Sir, I want to impact many lives and that's the reason I have written this book." He simply said in a one word, "Sangeetha, how many lives?" Because if you don't have a count, if you don't have a number, means again you are going to a blind path. And very instantly, without taking single second, I said, "Sir, 1 lakh individuals by the end of 2030." He said, "Well done, move on." I could know that in teaching the college to the students was very limited number of the arena, the domain, and the number of students. So I cannot reach out to this number. Then I decided to go for training. And training was not as easy as a piece of cake. I put my heart and soul and I did 28 certification courses. And then I said that yes, I have little confidence that I can go for the corporate training because here we can be connected with so many lives altogether. Like here, you people are sitting here. Confidence was not there because dealing with the corporate trainers was not that spark that could give me the ray of hope. Then first training I remember, very first training I remember, when I went with my mentor and simply co-facilitated the session. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 it went with him. And from 5th onwards, I started working as a freelancing and very having good confidence. So from budding trainer to an established trainer with good confidence here. Life was going according to my dream, whatever my number, and I was literally very thrilled and happy. But again, life has its own acid test. Life brought again an unexpected turn in my life. Where everything was going at ease, I fell sick. I had severe pneumonia and I was admitted in hospital. In the hospital for 8 days, so many tests and everything went on. And for 8 days, the bill was 2.5 lakhs. And my husband simply came to me and he said, "Do you earn that much to pay this hefty amount of this hospital bill?" I simply looked at him and shook my head no. "Don't worry, we have health insurance." Since he is so caring, so we had this insurance and everything was done. That was again a spark which brought in my mind, Miss, training and impacting lives is one side, but what about the other motivation? That money that had brought me towards my this entrepreneurial journey. I established my own training and consulting firm and started working independently again. So here, when I just went through the education, so knowledge, what I feel, knowledge was a power. But when I started taking the action, I realized that this is superpower. So knowledge is power and your action is like superpower. One question. How many of you sitting out here remember your nursery rhymes? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Please raise your hands up. Wow, I could see many hands as down. One more question. One more question. How many of you remember the topics of your previous year, the very all the units of your previous year? Hands up. Count is less. Why so? Because when we have this spark, when we are tiny tot, means we are open to learn. Means how you can reskill and upskill with your excitement, with your knowing your passion, then only you can bring that spark and this remains in your mind. And the thing is that when I started my journey, I was like this coin. Can you see any number written here? No. On the other side, no numbers here. Do you think this has any value in the market? It doesn't have. Okay, I have my another coin, and one side it is written 1, whatever number, it may be any count. So this is what the number here. And on the other side, nothing. Do you think this has its value? Yes. Whatever number, whatever earning, whatever job, whatever things are there. So it has its your value. I have my another coin. One side it's written with number, whatever it's written. And on the other side, again one number. It has its value? Yes. It has its double value in whichever way that you want to run both the sides. Similarly, I had means earlier when I was teacher and professor, I had one single full stop. But when I went to a trainer and entrepreneur, then I put two more dots, means ellipses, means to be continued. So identify your other side of the coin, how you can resonate, finding your true potential and finding your own passion and moving towards taking more action. So this is your call, that how you can identify your the other side of the coin and you can go with your own passion for what you are aspired for. And this can be possible through reskilling, upskilling, and through your education. Thank you.